Good morning.
Good morning. Remember us?
We're back.
Yeah.
Sorry for the delay.
Sorry for the delay. Life sometimes just gets in the way. And I think so. Well, first of all, welcome to episode number 20 of Knitting in the Northwest. I'm Nancy.
I'm Nettie.
And as per usual, we are recording up here at Nettie's beautiful yarn store, Applewood Yarn Barns. Beautiful Pacific Northwest. I'm saying that today because as I was driving up here, there was this ginormous thing in the sky. And I was feared for a minute because I didn't know what it was. Oh my God, the sun is shining. We have been in a fog cloud for, you think 2 weeks?
I think 2 weeks solid.
It's just it's been horrid. It's been gray. It's been cold. It's been just god awful. But today the sun is shining.
I mean, it's 19 degrees.
It's pretty frigid out there. Yeah.
As opposed to,
Yeah,
30s,
it's pretty cold. But with the sun coming in through all the windows,
I think it's going to be
it's like a bright
It's going to be a good day.
It's going to be a good day. Anytime the day the sun shines and, we're not getting hammered like the rest of the United States. Yeah. My heart goes out to you guys. I know what it's like to get dumped on with gallons of snow and frigid cold. So anyway, It's been 3 weeks since our last podcast.
3 weeks since our last confession.
Yeah, I know. I always want to say that, but I'm not Catholic.
Neither am I.
So I can't say that. But I think we'll be 2 weeks from now. Yeah, because last week was our book club on Friday up here. And so then we'd have to either Zoom on Thursdays, which is our Maker's Night.
So I open
so that makes
that day,
for a long day, or Saturdays, and lots of times there's classes up here on Saturdays. So I think we're on a good schedule now.
Yeah.
So every 2 weeks, but that gave us extra time to get projects done.
Yes.
Yeah. So today is January 23rd. January. It's the longest month of the year. Is flying by.
Yeah. It's nice to have the sun and sorry, I gotta get the
notification.
Java update.
Yeah. It is nice to have the sun. It makes me feel better.
It gives me a little skip in my step. Like I didn't have a hard time getting out of bed. I take my granddaughter to school on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and even today it was easier to get her out the door.
Gorgeous.
It was lovely. So if you're local, come up and enjoy the sunshine and the view today.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be beautiful.
And the sun shines through the big glass garage door. So yeah, lots of good natural light. Yeah. So Nettie, what are you wearing?
I'm wearing my No Frills by Petite Knit. My little Nettie necklace. And I used Blue Sky Fibers, Woolstock Light, held with Trinity Cashmere. And I gotta tell you, it is Yarn Citizen Trinity Cashmere. And it is so nice. The best. Cozy. I think fingering and Surrey, so it's about a DK weight. I think I used a size 6 or 7 on it. And love it. The short rows, I was worried about when I first made it, but they just blend in. I mean, maybe right here you can see something. But it's just a really great fit. The sleeves are nice and long, which I like. I have real long arms, and I made it, normal length. So not a crop or anything, but I just love it.
I need to make a new one. I've got one, but I think I gifted it away. It was too big, but yeah. And I think I know I used mohair with it. And so I don't do mohair. I can knit with mohair. I just can't wear it. As we have said before, I'm a princess. Yeah, I am Surrey too.
And then you put the cashmere on it.
Oh, yeah, and the merino, and sometimes a little silk, and it's like, what could go wrong?
Yeah.
I have on the Turtle Poof by Hedgehog Fibers. It's a free pattern, and she's got 3 in the Le Poof series. And they call them Le Poof because the sleeves are supposed to be really poofy, and then you do like a rapid decrease for the cuff. But I'm not a fan of that. So I just do a gradual decrease on the sleeves. But she's got the cardigan, the Le Poof cardigan, the Le Poof sweater pullover, and then the turtle poof, which has got the big
funnel neckish,
the big
yeah,
neck on it.
so
And
good.
I did mine out of Trilogy yarns. This is some yarn I dyed up before I sold the business. So it's just the fingering weight, the glamour space, which is an 80/20 in a raspberry color. And then I did the Surrey alpaca silk in blizzard. And so, yeah, we're stirring it up here. It's, winter time in the Northwest.
I think this was the first thing I made where you held
double.
stuff double, and I'm hooked now.
Yeah. And it's what I like too. Sometimes you don't have to alternate your skeins. Yeah. If you've got like that's a tonal.
Yeah, it's a tonal. Yeah.
This was white. So I did not alternate skeins in the fingering. But yeah, sometimes you can get away with not doing the helical knitting. Mm-hmm. And let's talk about what's behind us, because we get a lot of questions.
So we have the pink is the Lento, and that was the yarn that I dyed last summer, with our ice dyeing class. So that's the Lento, and I held that it was real bright pink, some purples, and I held it with the Surrey. And then the red is the Grapefruit Pink Lady vest by Thea Coleman. And then it's called Pistachio. That's the Lakes pullover by Ozetta, and that's the class that's going on right now. And then the cowl on the Lakes is Andrea Mowry. I don't remember. I'll put it in the show notes.
Yeah. Yeah. So all the patterns we talk about and stuff will be down below. Yeah. And Nettie's been really good. She's been putting the links there. So you just click on the link and that'll take you to the pattern.
Yeah.
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 So
super fun.
So good. So how many finishes do you have?
I have 2. I actually have 3. I'll show a picture of Lainey's cowl that I finished, but I don't have it. It's really cute. Remind me.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But I've got 3.
I have 3. So you go.
You go. Okay. So I finished the Flannel Crush Cowl by Samantha Guerin.
So cute.
Right? So
yes, Samantha
good.
Guerin.
Samantha Guerin. It's I want to say one skein wonder, but it's one skein. I used North Bay fiber and a sport weight, and I used about 3/4 of a skein, and then I used one edition 3 by Schlappel wool, and it is such a fun addictive pattern. It's anybody's done the grid gambit, it's the same kind of idea. You start back here, and then you work your increases and then your decreases, and then seam it together. But super fun little triangle. This one's a little offset, asymmetrical triangle, but super fun and lightweight, but warm and soft, and I highly recommend it.
I see one of those in my future.
I see another one. Yeah. Because I have so many fun color combinations.
And I'm not a fan of, some scarves are okay. I don't wear scarves very often because I don't dress up. But I find I put cowls on a lot.
It's my go-to because they're so quick and easy. You don't have to tie them. I love the I-cord. Yeah. This is a great one. This one and probably the Grid Gambit are probably my 2 favorite, especially if you're wanting to learn how to read a chart.
Mm-hmm. And do mosaic.
And do mosaic. Because it's line by line. Again, mosaic knitting is different than stranded color work because you're only knitting with one color per row. You're either knitting or purling or slipping. But it's just a really fun, it's lightweight, but it's warm. This North Bay fiber, it's a Michigan yarn. It's sourced, spun, and hand dyed in Michigan. And it is lightweight. It's kind of would you say blown?
Oh.
No. Woolen spun. I don't know. I really need to know more. It's 100% Tarhi Polypay wool. But it's woolen spun. Yeah, woolen spun. Non-superwash. 2-ply. But it's amazing. And I love it. I made a sweater out of it not long ago.
Well, and you say it's warm. It's like double thick when you do mosaic
Yeah.
knitting. So
Mm-hmm.
it's
But
yeah.
it's so lightweight too.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Woolen
love it.
spuns are
Yeah,
lightweight.
super great.
Yeah.
You can see the
Fun.
color changes. Yeah, really, really fun. So, yeah.
Very good.
Yay.
Okay. You don't have these for a finish. I have a finished pair of socks, and they are blocked, but they're not on a blocker. So this is just my vanilla pattern. I do toe up. I just do I do like a figure 8 cast on for the toe. Um, just a wedge toe, increase to 32 stitches. I start on a magic loop, but then increase to 32 stitches on each side of the magic loop. So then I have 64 stitches total. I flip over to a 9-inch circular. I do a German short row heel, which I really like, and it just, there's no holes. There's no holes with it. Do a leg. I don't have a standard length on the leg. It's just whatever I feel like. And then I always do a 2x2 cuff with a sewn bind off. I do sewn bind offs on everything because it's got stretch, but it doesn't really flare out. This yarn was our retreat colorway from our retreat that Nettie had in December. And it's called Unwind Retreat, dyed by Katrina of Two Springs Fiber Arts. And it's a merino yak and nylon blend. So there is a little bit of yak. And then the heels, toes, and cuffs are just a scrap yarn. I had a trilogy yarn, fingering scrap yarn that I did, and I thought it matched really well. So another pair of...
So with this heel, do you do like the gusset? Is it called a gusset?
No, I don't do a gusset.
You don't have to because of...
You should try this on.
I need to try this.
Yeah, I mean, it's very stretchy. I don't have a high arch.
I do.
But yeah, I don't do any increases. And I just, I knit across half of the stitches.
Yeah.
And then I just do German short rows where I decrease, I do the double stitch.
Yeah.
Until
back and forth until
back and forth until I have, I think I go till I have 12 stitches on left that haven't been double stitched. And then I go back and I resolve all the double stitches on the next row. And then I do a double stitch at the end. And then when I go back and forth, I do one double stitch further out. And then the next row, I resolve it and do one further out until I get to the double stitch at the end. And I don't know. I like the German, the German short row heel. So yeah, but you'll have to
faster.
Yeah, you'll have to try it on and see
I will.
if it fits.
I'll have to try it
Because I know you have to do gussets with your
I've been doing
stitches.
and I do anyway. That's another day.
That's another day.
I just knit so tight.
Yeah.
But you do 64. I've been doing 56.
Oh, I do 64. Yeah.
I think I probably should do 64
well,
instead.
What size is your foot?
Well, I wear an 8.5.
That's what I wear, and I don't think my foot is any.
I don't know.
As I look at my feet down here.
I know.
I have slippers on today but they're fur-lined slippers with hard soles. So I can wear them outside just because the concrete floor up here gets cold.
I know. We were teasing my husband that we needed to jackhammer the concrete and put in a heated floor.
Poor planning.
Well, they asked me if we wanted concrete, like heated floors, and I didn't want to spend the money when we were building. And now Justin was right. I should have done it. The builder.
That's okay.
Okay, so you finished your socks. Well, I have my big one. Dun, dun, dun. I finished my Frankie. It's all blocked.
So pretty.
This is the sweater that I had a dream about. I had a dream about a light blue and a green striped sweater. Not colors that I would ever consider putting together. But this is Scout by Kelborn. And one of them is Ocean Heather, and the other one is, I think it's just deep green. And it is so fun. It's got, you don't really do many decreases, and it's got the 1x1 rib with just the rolled cuff. And the bottom's the same way.
Mm-hmm.
I posted a little video yesterday on the Applewood Yarn Barn Facebook page about how we block the sweaters using the dowels. But just super fun. I can tell it's gonna be like a wear all the time sweatshirt version. I can't wait to wear it. I should have worn it today, but it wasn't in the house when I was getting dressed, so I'll wear it tomorrow. But super fun. I can't say enough about this yarn. This is the first time I've used Scout on a garment, and I love it. DK weight.
Nice.
Super fun. I think it was 3 skeins of the main color and 1 and just a little bit of the green stripe color. I love it.
Yeah. Right. So some of the gals up here have done that for the knit along.
Our stripy tees knit along.
Yeah.
My husband calls it my Where's Waldo sweater.
It's wrong colors. Wrong color, yeah. Rick.
Super fun. Love it, love it.
Okay, so I finished, and this is the next 2 that I'm going to show you were part of my 12 cast-ons in December. And if you don't know the story behind the 12 cast-ons, it's where you cast on 12 projects I do mine between Christmas Eve and the 1st of January. I got the idea from Ange at Yarn and Yarns podcast. We'll link that down below. And so she does hers between, I think, Christmas Eve and the end of January. And the whole idea behind it is to get you set up, she says, for the days, the weeks, the months, the years to come to work on your project. So I did the 12 cast-ons. So I showed, I think, 6 of them in our last video. And then 2 videos before that, I did a little mini-sode. Mini episode where I showed 6. So that way I didn't have to show all 6 of my new cast-ons last time. But this was one that I cast on. I saw the pattern and I just had to do it. This is the gingerbread. Oh my gosh, I forgot who it's by, but we'll link it down below. And I used the Yarn Story Opus, which is 70%, I think it's Australian wool, and 30% Surrey alpaca, baby alpaca, so soft, gray, and then the colors are all linked. They're all on my Ravelry page, and that'll be my Ravelry name will be down below.
Raspberry is the pink. I think.
I thought it's not called raspberry, but it's something. And then I just did, because I had a lot of the pink, I just did a little pop of color on the hem and the cuffs. I wasn't thinking, so I didn't do it on the neck because you cast on the neck. I could always go back and do a little crochet pop of color, but I don't think I will.
What is this? So what's it called?
So it's the gingerbread.
No, but like I know it's got a yoke, but and it's also got raglans.
Yes. So it is, you start with a circular yoke, and then after you do the color work part, then and after, as soon as you're done with the color work, then you start doing raglan shaping. So it's got both.
Do you do increases in the yoke as well?
Yes. Yes.
I like that.
So you do just a few increases in the yoke. And it's supposed to look like, a gingerbread house, like the icing.
Frosting.
Yeah, on the gingerbread house. So this is done. Second completed sweater of 2026. So now I can wear it. I never like to wear them until I show them, but because they're blocked so nice and neat. But yes, so
cute. I love
gingerbread sweater.
I love the detail at the end. It's so
just a little, and I just do a row of stockinette in my contrast color, and then I do the sewn bind off with the contrast color.
Cute.
It just kind of ties it in, I think.
Yep. And that twisted rib on the bottom.
Twisted rib, yeah. I don't know if the pattern called for twisted rib. I love the look of twisted rib, so I tend to do that a lot. If I'm doing a 1x1, I do twisted.
So fun. My last finished one, I only have a picture of, so hopefully you can see it. So this was the Riggy's cowl that I was making. This is my daughter, but half of it was pink and half was green, so it was wicked. And then you seam it together, or not seam it, do a 3 needle bind off. And I use gold for like the yellow brick road. So cute. And I learned how to do it's like a flat seam. So when you seam it together, it's like a 3 needle bind off, but it's so you can actually see the knit stitches. They lay flat on the front. It was kind of a cool. I'd
So
have
it's
to,
different than just a normal.
yeah, because when you, um, you can probably see it. You haven't even seen it, but
I haven't seen it.
Look how it's like flat. So it's like it looks like an exposed knit seam. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, it was really fun. She loves it. My granddaughter informed me that I'm going to make her one, but she doesn't want a point. She wants it to be straight. And I was like, what do you mean straight? She was like, straight like a snowman scarf.
Oh.
So she's going to wrap it around her neck like a
So
snowman.
you would just have to do half of it green and the other just a garter. You could do a garter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to do.
Oh, yeah. That would be cute.
Although she loves her Sophie hood, so maybe I could do a Sophie
half and half.
Half and half. Because you got to switch colors in the way.
Possibilities are endless when you knit.
And I have enough that I could make her something with it, probably.
All right, my last one I finished last night at Maker's Night, and so it's not even been blocked. This is yarn sock down. This is another Laura pullover, which is a free pattern by Lamb and Kid. So it's got this really cool, just kind of like a little funnel neck. Raglan increases, just make one right, make one left. And it's a 3x1 rib. Now this one I did 3/4, the pattern calls for 3/4 length sleeves. So I did 3/4 length sleeves. This is a sample knit for Trilogy yarn. So it's out of Trilogy's Cream in My Coffee, which is a glamorous base. And then this one is done with mohair and it's jasper, although it's a pretty lightly speckled jasper. It's gorgeous. So, Carrie, if you're watching, I will get this blocked and I've got some stuff to send to you. So it'll be coming your way. This took me no time at all. When I did the 12 cast-ons, I got as much done as the neck. And then I put it on the whip wall. And I have several sample garments I'm trying to get done. So I thought, well, I've got to get it done because I feel like I can't let the sample garments linger, that they need to get done. So I picked this up Sunday. So from Sunday till last night, I finished it. So I started the Raglan increases.
Did you use a size 7?
It's done on a size 7 needle, so it goes really fast. Yeah.
Did you tell them your idea for 2027? We were talking about the new book coming out.
No, because then they'll hold me to it.
The new book, 50. This is what happens during Maker's Night. They were talking about the 52 weeks of sweaters, that book that's coming out.
Gorgeous.
So they bullied me into pre-ordering them. So I bought a bunch for the shop.
Yes.
But Nancy goes, next year in 2027, I'm going to do 52 sweaters a year. For the year, a sweater a week.
Well, I did this one in 4 days. But some of them are cardigans. Mm-hmm. Some of them I think are color work. But then I wouldn't be able to do anything else if I did 52 sweaters. Because last year
what would you do with 52 sweaters? You'd be like, sweater for you, sweater for you, sweater for you.
Well, there's 52 weeks in a year. I already wear a hand knit sweater every day. Really, guys, it's getting out of hand. I have a lot of sweaters. I have closets with shelves in them with sweaters on it. I've got drawers full of sweaters. But I love to knit sweaters and I love to wear them. And I wear them in the summertime. I wear short sleeves and, you can do blends. You can do cotton blends. I've got 100% merino sweaters I wear in the summer because merino is such a temperature regulating fabric that I'd much rather wear 100% merino sweater than like a cotton t-shirt because they just don't breathe. So, but I won't do 52, but I'm going to try to break. See, I did 28 sweaters last year. I've already got 3 done for the month here. That's only 36 if I do 3 a month. That's still beating.
3 times 12, yeah. 36.
Yeah, it's only 36, but yeah,
it's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy.
But that's it for FOs. That we did have 3 weeks, so
yeah.
All right, how many whips?
I've got 3 that I'm working on. I get to cast something new on soon.
She's been talking about it all day. We can talk about what she's going to cast on. I have 3 too. So,
let me go.
Sure, you go.
I brought out my port sweater again. I kind of put it on hold when I was working on my Frankie, but this is the port sweater by Ozetta, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Ozetta. Mine is not going to be quite as oversized because I wanted something more sweatshirt feel rather than like really, really oversized. Although it will. You pick up for the sleeves, so you can tell it's going to be fine. I'm using Lucky Tweed by Kilborn in the tomato color. This was the yarn that I repurposed because I had made a cardigan that I just didn't wear. It just fell off my shoulders, and it was just it was super cute on the person that made it, but not on me. So I ripped it out, soaked the yarn, rehanked the yarn, and then put the yarn back into little balls, and I'm knitting away.
Such a pretty color.
And it's a really good, this is my Christmas Eve cast on, so because I decided, last year that I was going to, every Christmas Eve, cast on a red sweater, so.
We'll see if she does it next Christmas.
I think I will. I think I want to do the gingerbread one.
Oh, Uh-oh, I just dropped a stitch.
I don't know. But yeah, super fun. And a different construction for me, I think. Because I don't know that I've done
short shoulders.
Well, short rows for the sleeves.
Oh, yeah. That does make them fit nice.
Yeah, I don't know that I've done that before. So, yeah.
Fun.
Super fun.
So I totally stole this from Nettie. So I am doing a sock. And good stash buster. So I just went into my cubby sock yarn scraps, and I pulled out, trying to manage stuff here, these 2. This one I had put into a shawl that I never finished, so I frogged it. So this is Ice Queen from Trilogy, and this is Platinum Mist. So I'm just using up scraps, and I am just doing 4 rows of stripes. So it was it's so cute, and I was so excited to use up scraps because, good Lord, I've got a lot of, balls of sock yarn, anywhere from 20 grams up to 75 grams.
Yeah,
and they're just multiplying. And I've done scrappy blankets, and I've got scrappy blankets on the go, but I just need to go and kind of use up some of my scraps. So just doing my vanilla sock. I need to count my stripes and figure out where I'm at. But yeah. So this is my car project.
I have one that was done, and I don't know, maybe I dropped it on the way in. So I'm using, I found this gal on Instagram, and she makes, if you just put in Zauberball Crazy Socks, there are so many fun ideas. But I'm just doing my vanilla sock. But I have just a kind of tan neutral base, and I'm using a Zauberball, and it changes colors. But look at all the different colors you get. And wait till you see the Zauberball that I used. This one. So you get all these different colors, and the color change is really defined well when you separate it with a neutral. And it's just so fun, and they have been addictive. But I struggle because I knit very tight. So I either need to go up a size for sock or go up a needle size because I knit very tight. So these will fit, but they will be snug. But I have a hard time with the instep portion. So, but yeah, My other one's done somewhere.
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 I saw it last night, so I know it's done.
It might be on the couch because this is the only thing I took in the house last night. So who knows? Who knows where it is? It's lost.
So last week, 2 weeks ago, not last week, 2 weeks ago, I did roll the dice to see what project I would work on, and I rolled the Jaunty. And this is by Andrea Mowry. Is it not? Is it not Andrea Mowry?
It's Andrea Mowry.
That's what I thought. Okay. Yeah. So.
Oh, I love that.
This is where I'm at. Yeah, that's the right side. So it's a fisherman rib, and you just increase on one side. I'm doing this out of DK Trilogy Yarns Stormy Weather. This will be a sample for Trilogy Yarns. But it's so squishy. And I've got, I'm doing it in DK. So I do have three
skeins.
Well, I've got four because I didn't know how many I would use. But I've got 3 skeins. Trilogy Yarns here of the MC and DK. So I think what I'm going to do, I've got this much left of the first skein. So I'll use all of this up, and then my second skein's already caked, ready to go. I'm going to use half of this. I'll weigh it, and when I get to about 48 grams, I'll look and see how big this is. And if I don't think it's big enough, then I will totally use the full second skein, because you like them really big so you can wrap them around. But yeah, half fisherman's rib, super squishy, super mindless. I do have the little row counters that I like to use, and that's a Cocoa Knits thing, because you do increase every so often.
I wonder if we could we make a Sophie hood like that?
Sure. You could totally do a Sophie hood.
Because we would just...
You would just follow the Sophie hood pattern, but instead of doing
it's
garter, it's garter, isn't it?
Yeah.
Instead of doing garter, you just do half fisherman rib.
But then do the increases and the decreases. Because that's how you shape the hood, right? The increases and the decreases.
Oh, I think so.
Because you put those.
That was how many?
Well, you put those stitches on the one side. You put the
I-cord stitches on hold, because you go back and pick those up. I do think there is some hood shaping.
And then this one would stay straight. And then that one
this would be your back seam where your hood goes.
How fun would that be? Whip that up, Nance. Whip it up. Whip it.
I'll take that under consideration. I've got so many.
I just think it'd be
whips.
fun. I just love
it. It would be fun.
I love the squish, although the garter stitch is squishy.
Garter stitch is squishy too, but
I just love that.
But you could do that, Nettie, because I think I've got far more whips. Even though I finished 3, I cast on 1, and I have 2 more to cast on maybe this weekend.
So I'm going to cast some on today.
All right.
I think I'll do it today. The last thing I'm actively working on is my sweet shop blanket. Is that Veronica Lindbergh?
I think so.
So this is, I was trying to figure out what to do with my book club yarn, and I decided to make that sweet shop blanket. And I love it because you do each square. I'm holding it double, and my contrast color, or my base color is just an undyed that I'm holding double. And I love this though because there will be no seaming at the end because I'm picking up stitches. Although I will probably do.
Is that done in squares then?
Yeah,
and then do you seam the squares?
No, you don't seam it. You pick them up and do short rows.
Yeah, but after you finish this square.
No, you just keep adding.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, and so this square up here will be the red and tan. And then the next one I have are these 2. So this was our Satisfaction Cafe. It's coming up really, really light. It's a little bit brighter. And then this was the one before that was How to Read a Book. You made your socks out of this already, didn't you?
I did, and I think I showed those last time. Yeah.
So I think it's going to be fun. I have never made a blanket for myself. And so I think it'll just be really fun to just have a blanket that tells a story too. And then when I die, my kids can fight over it. Because they're all gonna. It's really heavy. Like I think you were saying it's like a good weight. So
yeah. And knitted blankets, they're just something about them, especially ones that you do. I was telling the gals yesterday, I've got a crocheted granny stripe blanket out of just fingering weight scraps, and I did it using the magic knot ball. And the other day, I thought, what's this hole in my blanket? Where one of the magic knot balls had come apart. But it's okay. It's okay. That's the joy of.
Sometimes that happens.
So my final current active whip is the Seasons cardigan by. This is an Ozetta pattern, I believe. Yeah, Ozetta, because this is the lakes. Is that
this
Ozetta?
This is Port by Ozetta.
Is that Ozetta? I think this one is an Ozetta too, the Seasons cardigan. And I would be done with the body, but I ripped out 8 inches because I'd made it's half fisherman, or it's fisherman rib, which is half brioche, and I had made a mistake and clear up here, and I was laddering down each stitch trying to fix it, and the more I worked at it, the more I saw it. And this is a sample for the shop here. So when you knit for someone else, you have to make it as perfect as you can. What's really fun about this, and I say fun, tongue-in-cheek fun,
annoying.
It's you are knitting the button band at the same time that you're knitting, I don't know if you can see that, as you're knitting the sweater. So you've got your sweater on one size needle, the button bands are on 2 sizes smaller. It's not so fiddly now that I'm just going back and forth, but when I was doing the raglan increases, there was a lot of stitches on this needle, and inevitably I'd pick it up and I'd pull on the double point and rip it out. Or
Nancy would say, "Where's my needle? I dropped it again."
Yeah. But it's nice because when the body is done, the button band is done. Mm-hmm. The sleeves will go very fast because it's just the fisherman rib in the round with decreases. So I will only have one needle to maneuver with. It'll
feel like a vacation.
Yeah, it's getting pretty long. I'm going to have Nettie try it on here today and see how long she wants it because we still have the rib to put on. But it's just it's like the jaunty. It's so squishy
and nice.
And this is done out of Yarn Citizen. Is it the Harmony DK?
No, it's their worsted.
Oh, the worsted, which is it's just it reminds me of a round yarn. So it's got really fun stitch squishiness to it, and with the fisherman rib and stuff. So this has been on my needles. I don't know if I casted this on for the cast on party or if I cast it on. I can look on my project notes to see when I started it. But this one is going to get my attention this week. I didn't roll the dice this morning. I was tempted to, but I have a couple that I need to start that I'll talk about here in a minute. But this will get most of my attention. I may take a couple hours a day and work on one of the other ones. But yeah, Seasons Cardi. And I'm sure it's by Ozetta, but we'll link it down below. Yeah. So
what are you gonna start?
I'm gonna start. Are you looking at patterns?
I'm looking up the one that I'm starting. I'm just pulling it up.
I am gonna, because I don't. Oh, stand by. Oh, sorry for the close up. I'm going to start the Morning Rituals by Andrea Mowry. Let me show you that one. Because a couple people that I've showed this to want a class. So we'll have to see about that.
They're like, we want to do it.
Because it's, this is the pattern. It is so gorgeous. It's got the funnel neck. It's got pockets. It's cable. It's a nice tunic length. I think this would be so cool over leggings. And so I am making this out of a soon-to-be defunct yarn, the Fiber Company, and I'm sure you all have heard the story of Fiber Company, but I'm going to do it in the Aramore Light in this gorgeous colorway, which is called, does it have a number, or I mean a name, or is it?
Yeah, Braden.
Braden?
Mm-hmm.
So it's almost like a, would you call it like a rose, a deep rose maybe,
Or a pale raspberry.
Yeah,
I mean, because it's very similar.
Yeah.
But it's got tweed. I like all the tweedy bits in it.
So I'm going to cast this on, the Donegal Heritage.
So beautiful.
So fun. So that is one that I'm gonna hang that up today, and we'll see. I don't think I'll cast it on until I finish the body of the seasons, because the sleeves will go so fast. And then I won't.
That'll be your treat for finishing
the body. That'll be my treat.
It looks, holding it
I
up,
can
it
do
looks
a
long
sleeve in just about a day. So, because I just do the short circulars and you just go round
she's
and
a
round.
machine.
And then with decreasing, so fun. So what about you?
I've been dreaming of a squishy, like just pull over, like waffle-y stitch kind of thing, and I've looked all over, and then this one popped up. It's a Amy, is it Christoffers?
Mm-hmm.
And it was in the Modern Daily Knitting Field Guide number 29. And it's a slip stitch pullover. And it's very tone on tone. So there is a variation in the little bumps on hers that come through. But I had yarn out yesterday to decide what I was going to make or what I was going to use, and the audience voted on this, which is so funny because it's this color, like the color that I have on. I'm like, I don't have any brown. Yes, I have brown, but I wanted a really like a tone on tone, very close, without a lot of contrast. And this, I've been wanting to use this for a sample in the store. It's Harmony DK by Yarn Citizen, and it's a 50 alpaca, 50 wool. And it's very squishy, and I think it's going to make just...
Is that what I made the Rockhound vest out of?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's fun to knit with.
So nice. So, yeah. So that's what I'm going to make. I'm going to cast it on because I think I'll wear it all the time.
And if she wants to make 52 sweaters next year, she has to start practicing. So the next cast on I'm going to do is the Salty Days by Veronica Lindbergh. And I have this for me. I've made it. It's getting a little bit big, but it's just a fun pattern it's like a sampler. So you do different stitches. The construction is really good. And this is going to be a sample for Lisa at Heart to Heart. So as you can see, I do a lot of sample knitting for a lot of people. And this is the whip. Yeah. And this is something that Nettie does not carry at the store. Something that Lisa carries. It's the Juniper Moons Rambouillet. And so it's a non-super wash. And is it 100%
just wool, I think?
Yeah, 100% Rambouillet. Or is it the blend?
It just says wool, but it must be Rambouillet wool. American wool. Yeah.
So this will go really fast. Or is this? No, this must be a DK because the pattern is DK. And so
it looks bigger than DK.
It looks bigger, but let's see. Where's the yardage on it?
Hold please. 273.
And 100. So it's a heavy DK. So it's really fluffy. So that will go on that'll be cast on after I cast on.
Look at the difference between that and
I know, but look at these. Oh, these are both DK.
And this is
way
smaller.
Look at crazy. I don't know if how well you can see, but
it's just the way they're spun. This must be like a woolen spun too, like where it's...
How many yards does this have? This has 328.
And this has 230.
And this has, what did we say this one had? 250.
No, that's meters.
Oh, no,
275.
275.
275 to what?
3.
328.
328. So this is almost a sport.
That's almost a sport.
Yeah, it's a light DK. Awesome. So future plans.
So many plans.
So why don't you tell us what's on your needles this time?
Maybe
we need to do a drawing again because I love doing drawings.
Yeah.
Let us know what's on your needles, and in 2 weeks we'll do another pattern prize, which will be
another
fun.
Giveaway.
Another giveaway. Giveaways are fun. So yeah, let us know what you're knitting on because my library is not big enough. It's never big enough. My favorites list, I need to go through and kind of do some.
How do you decide what you're going to knit next? I am like the shiny object.
So I have a plan, like, and then when I do cast-ons, I do a bunch of cast-ons, and that's why I do the whip wall where I roll the dice. So for those of you that are new, and thank you to all the new subscribers, I have an IKEA cubby similar to the ones that Nettie's got in the store. And I have 3 project bags in each cubby. And I have this amazing dice app on my iPad. I'll show it to you.
She says, let it roll.
And every Friday morning, I roll. So this little... Oh, and there's my husband.
Okay.
A picture of my husband. But every Friday morning, I have this dice app, and I just click on it. And I have 2 dice. Click on the screen. And the first dice tells me which cubby I'm going to go to. And the second dice tells me which project I'm going to work on. And I work on it for a week. Now, because it's my game, my rules.
She doesn't like it.
Yeah.
She rolls again.
No, I've never done that. But sometimes I'll roll twice and I'll pick up 2 projects. Because if I get like a blanket or a project that I'm going to work on that isn't social knitting, if I've got like some really involved color work, shaping, increases, decreases chart, that I need to have all of my brain cells to work on, where I can't be amongst people talking. I'll save that project for at home, and then I'll bring, a social project up here. So honestly, most weeks I do have 2 whips going and a pair of socks, because I always leave socks in my car. You know, I went to Starbucks this morning, and we are not sponsored by Starbucks. I wish we were, to get a coffee. And, while you're in line, you can do a row on your socks. Or I live in an area of a lot of trains, train track knitting. So, and you go to a doctor's appointment, you go, oh, I forgot to bring a project. I always have a project in my car.
The rule of thumb is to always have a project in your purse.
Yeah, or your car.
Or your car.
Because inevitably you're going to be stuck somewhere.
I always have something.
I had to get a shot in my eye last week. That was another reason I think we didn't podcast last week. And my eye retina specialist, I love her, but she is never on time. So I get a lot of knitting done sitting in the eye doctor's appointment stuff. So anyway, yes, let us know what's currently on your needles. We'll be back in 2 weeks to do a drawing, and we'll do a pattern prize. That way we can do international, because we have a lot of international subscribers, and I don't like to exclude you. So yeah.
So fun.
So have a good couple weeks. If you're in the Northwest where the sun is shining, enjoy the vitamin D.
I want to be like a cat and go lay in the sun right there.
Or a lizard. I know. My cats are just going to be in heaven today. If you're back east or in the south where it's frigid temperatures, or you're getting dumped on by snow, stay safe, stay warm, keep your water faucets dripping so you don't freeze your pipes. And if you have to shovel, do it carefully, because we all know that that's very dangerous to shovel snow.
Yeah.
And I think that's all I have. Yeah. Is there anything you want to say? Nothing? No. Okay. So we'll see you in a couple of weeks. I think the Olympics will be starting fun. So there's going to be some kind of an Olympic thing going here, which will be fun. And we'll see everybody in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So take care. Bye.
Bye.